If your Lotus isn't broken down or in the shop, it can be out on the street racing in Lotus Turbo Challenge for the Sega Genesis. A 1992 release that's like a brutal, unforgiving version of Outrun with no mercy. I think this game feels bad if you make it to the end of a race, and it'll use every cheap trick in the book to prevent you from doing that. It's not a very attractive game on the Genesis, but it should be noted that it plays very well. It's extremely smooth and responsive. And like Outrun, you have to reach checkpoints in time or the race ends, and the driving's not bad, but it's just impossible. This game is impossible. You have to memorize everything in Lotus Turbo Challenge, and even then your opponents won't make your life easy because they'll run into you. Like Outrun, you're also being scored for the distance that you travel, but unlike Outrun, you don't choose your own path through the game. You race through a series of checkpoints in one environment, and then it opens up the next environment, which you can access the next time you play with a password. Or you can go on to that newfangled invention called the internet and find them there. Oh, there's giant boulders in the middle of the road. That's terrific. Lotus Turbo Challenge has a clever sense of humor in it as well. Not so much in the game, but the passwords and the music is just bizarre. I wish they actually played some of this music while you were driving. It's Christmas in the snow level, but you can't bring the holiday cheer with you in the car because there's no radio. Did they not install radios in Lotus vehicles? There's no music in this game while you're driving. They could build a Lotus that James Bond could drive underwater and fire rockets, but they can't install a radio. That makes no sense. I mean, on one hand, I would rather be able to go underwater and shoot missiles at things, because you could always bring a boombox in the car with you for some Duran Duran or Aha, any number of James Bond themes, but you can't drive the James Bond submarine Lotus Esprit in this game. That brings a tear to my eye. And hey, nothing says desert level like the password apple pie. I'm really confused about the Lotus in this game. Why can't I get the one that goes underwater? And why are there rocks, logs, tumbleweeds, and giant swamp water puddles in the middle of every single road? Tell you what, since I feel cheated that I can't drive the James Bond Lotus Esprit in this game, even though it's called Lotus Turbo Challenge, I'm going to tilt the odds in my favor by entering the code Slug Pace, which gives me some kind of a super Lotus with a jet engine. Now this game feels about right. Out of my way, I'm cheating. I mean winning.
Congratulations!
A victory that I've earned. This Lotus driving series is more commonly associated with the Amiga. And while I've never played this series on the Amiga, I understand that they're better looking games. Hey, it's the night level. It's a good thing I'm still equipped with my Super Lotus. Move over, James Bond. I've got the Slug Pace. While Lotus Turbo Challenge is not a standout must-have game on the Sega Genesis, it is very affordable and, like the title would suggest, extremely challenging. If you like old-school driving games like Outrun, you might want to check this one out. It's not as stylish or cool, but damn is it hard. Lotus Turbo Challenge. Don't forget that password, Slug Pace, you might need it.